So I've just been making my way down to Holmes Run to do a spot of panfish in with my new ultralight rod, and the water is just perfect. I don't know if you can see this, but that water, I know it's shallow, obviously that has to be taken into account, but this is really clear today, so that is perfect. Just gonna try and make my way down the creek. I'm looking really for deeper pools. It's a little bit shallow. Just gonna make my way down the creek. I've only got a couple of hours today because it is actually my wife's baby shower. So I just went to my mother-in-law's, dropped her off. It's not co-ed, so you know I'm kind of banned from attending. So I figured, you know, I've got like 3 hours, 4 hours. So I'll just hit up the creek, see what I can get, right? So just a couple observations right off the bat. Obviously you can tell the creek is very low right now. Probably lower than I thought it would be, in all honesty. So, with the knowledge that I gained from last week's trip, I'm kind of just walking down the bank, looking for some of the pools that I hit up a week ago, and hopefully where it's deep enough for there to be some fish lurking. Yeah, there's a bunch of sunfish in here. There's a turtle. Oh shit, I got the turtle chasing it. You guys see that? Right there? You see him? I wonder if that's a snapping turtle. There we go. First sunfish of the day. Cool little guy. There you go. Back he goes. So guys, like if you're wondering what I'm throwing out, I'm just throwing out this little 1/8 ounce spinner. These are Yakima Rooster Tails. So I got this guy in like a copper crab kind of colour. Unfortunately on the package it doesn't tell you what colour or pattern you're purchasing, unfortunately. So I just don't know, I went for this copper pattern. I got a gold leaf as well and a silver one, and they seem to be working. So I caught my first fish today. So I've already broken the new rod curse by landing that first sunfish, which again I think was a red-breasted sunfish, which is awesome. Because sometimes you can, you know, when you get a new rod, it can kind of suck because you have a dry spell and you start questioning yourself. You're like, well, is it the rod? Is it the reel? Like, should I have bought this? Ooh. It's usually not. You just give it time and eventually you'll catch something. Alright, let's continue down. We've caught one over here so far. Yeah, I see some right here. Oh, there we go. Oh shit. They're beautiful little fish, you know. Really nice little fish. There we go. Woo! See? That's like, oh shit, that's not. Oh, that might not be a sunfish. Oh, it's a little bass. As if there's a little bass in here. Oh my god, there's like a tiny little bass. Can you believe that, guys? Oh, there he goes. Can you believe that? I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. That's 2 species there. I'll take that. I'm liking these rooster tails. They're definitely their money's worth. Oh, there, look, there's another one. Ah, he got off. He got off. It's funny because like last week I was down here and I said, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some, you know, sub 1 pound largemouth in here. It looks like that's the case. So many little guys just like staging in these pools. It's not surprising. I mean, it's deeper water and all, you know. All right. Even though this pool is a bit of a honey hole, I'm going to keep moving. I want to try and cover as much of this creek as I can today. There's more bass in this pool. Actually pretty big ones. I mean, for a creek this size. Oh sh! Oh shit! Did you see that? I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a fucking smallie or a rock bass. And it just, oh my god, that's like a 1 pound, 2 pound smallmouth. And it just fucking darted out of these rocks. And we're gonna keep going down the creek. But that was big. That was like at least a 2 pound fish. And my suspicion would be anything that big in this creek would presumably be a smallmouth. Or maybe a rock bass, but I really don't know too much about rock bass. I see a lot of small largemouth bass hanging out over here. And I lost this chatterbait somewhere over here. Ow! Oh, fucking bass just bit me. Bass just bit me. So guys, the last time I was here, I actually lost a chatterbait, and I lost it right underneath these this overhanging tree there, because I got snagged in it. And though I didn't record it because my battery just died, I think I might have found it. Also, this is a honey hole because there is an absolute shit ton of sunfish and small largemouth bass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post you up. So if the audio is terrible, I'm sorry, I don't have a wireless microphone. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get it. Wish me luck. Thought I saw it, but I don't see it. So I absolutely stink. But you know, sometimes you just gotta try that, guys. You gotta try and, you know, if you come back to the same location twice in the space of a week, it's always worth checking if you've lost something in the same spots. See, I thought I saw something like a shiny green twinkle, which I thought might have been the trailer for my chatterbait. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I couldn't see it. All right, guys, I do apologize. That was kind of a segue. I was really just kind of trying to find this chatterbait. But what I did realize is there is an absolute shit ton of largemouth bass underneath this bridge right here, and I saw him. Actually, funnily enough, I didn't catch it on video perhaps, but I actually got bit by one of them. A very small guy came up to my leg and he took a quick nibble, just, you know, just in case he could get on that Englishman. So I'm just going to cast in here, and I guarantee you I'll hit something. Oh my god, guys, there's so many of them here. This is absurd. I'm just going to back up a little bit. Yep, there we go. Straight away. Oh, don't go into that, don't go into that. What did I tell you, guys? Straight away. Well, these sunfish are actually pretty big in here. Holy crap. Whew. It got you right in the bottom of your lip. Sorry, dude. Just casting in here, guys, honestly. And I told you, what did I say? That was the third cast. That was the third cast. Look, there's so many of them, guys. Look, honestly, I got another one. Oh no, let go of it. So that was a sunfish. That was another red-breasted sunfish. And now that I look at them, they do look like red-breasted sunfish. But there are some largemouth bass in here because I've seen them. So I'll be happy no matter what I get on the end of. Yep, there's another one. That's a bass. Oh no, it's just a really big, oh my god, this guy's huge. Holy crap. Holy crap, look at the size of this guy. Look at the size of that. He's really feisty. Don't spine me, don't spine me. Don't spine me, thank you. The size of that guy, that's a bluegill actually. I think that's a bluegill. That might have been a bluegill. He didn't have that, that's why I was like, whoa, he's huge. Now the bluegills are technically part of the sunfish family, so it's not incorrect to designate them as just a sunfish. I mean, you can get away with just calling them a sunfish. That's not gonna, you're not gonna be wrong if you do that.
Bass over here?
Some fish really. Yeah, I've seen a couple though. You guys can toss out a line over here if you want. There's a lot of sunfish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see them all over there.
We're mostly fishing for sunfish too, but there's some bass.
Yeah, I caught a largemouth just down there, like an hour ago. You guys been here long?
No, it's actually on our second day fishing this. We were just looking for a creek to fish around.
Oh, okay. First time here, or?
Yeah, it's our first time down here. We went the opposite direction last time. We went all the way to the dam that it goes down.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's some bigger bass down there.
Right. Yeah, I caught a little largemouth up the creek like an hour ago.
Really? We haven't seen any really that big.
No, they're not big. Creek's too small, really. You'll see like a bunch of like bluegill, some green sunfish.
Yeah, we're just fishing that small rods and finders.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there's some pretty ones in here.
Oh, there is definitely. See, oh, that was a big one. He came, you can tell when they're really feeding because they just come from miles away and they just take a massive big swipe at it. There we go. Oh, took a huge swipe at it. And that's a sunfish. Pretty big one. You can always tell the big ones because they take the biggest swipe. Pretty big one. For this creek anyway. Ah, don't spy me, you little shit. Oh, he got that good. Oh fuck, he got that really good. There we go. Apologies for the belly flop, sir. Did not mean to do that. So yeah, I went to Dick's, got an ultralight. I got this Fenwick Eagle 5.6 ultralight rod. As you can see, it's a really nice rod actually. Really nice. Very sensitive, very lightweight. Love the cork. I paired that with a, now I'm going to get the pronunciation of this wrong, but I believe, what's it called? Plueger Trio. I've got this paired with 8-pound braid and then just a 4-pound fluorocarbon leader. As of right now, this pair looks, has worked out really well. I'm having a very productive day. Actually, I've caught so many fish, I've kind of forgotten count of how many I've caught, but it's probably at least half a dozen, which for me is a pretty good day. And it was only $100, which, is quite a lot for me actually. I'm a very frugal person. So my other two rods were $70 and $80 respectively, and those are my bass rods really. So $100 for a panfish rod was actually quite an outlay for me. And I'm going to say this is my last cast on this pool, and then I'm going to move on. What I learned from last week was I was using bait that was just a little bit too big. I was using 1/4 ounce spinners, and they're just a little bit, the hooks are just a little too big. Oh, that guy took a huge swipe at it. But yeah, they were just a little bit too big. So what I did is when I bought this ultralight, is I just went out and I also bought these Rooster Tail. Obviously they got a nice little spoon on the end of them. This one's like a leaf blade type configuration. But it's really just simple design, treb hook, weight in the middle, and then this blade on the top. Blade causes vibration, gives it a little bit of pop in the water just to, draw in the bass or the sunfish in this case. And it makes, a little bit of noise, and it's just got a little bit of flash, a little bit of bling to really cause some strikes. There we go. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry, buddy. Here's a good demonstration of just how shallow the water is today. I believe this was as far as I got last week. Yeah, in fact, I know for sure, for definite. This was as far as I got. And just look at the difference. The water is 2 to 3 feet lower than where it was. Because if you can remember, this bank I had to wade through last time. He's now really suspicious of it. It's funny how quickly they just realise, oh no, that's not food, that's going to kill me. What a perfect day to be fishing. I mean, the forecast had it about 82, 84 degrees today. I'd be shocked if it was 80, I really would. It's just such a cool day, there's a lot of cloud cover. It's a really awesome day. Yeah. I'll see what's on the other end of it. If I get murdered, dudes, this is my last will and testament. I want all my money, all my finances to go to my dog. This might actually genuinely be the end of the road. That doesn't look good, does it, down there? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do that. No, I think that's about as far as I'm going to go, guys. Guys, can you see this? Oh shit, yeah you can, hold on, let me see this. What the fuck? For those of you who couldn't read that, because it is actually a little dark there, but it basically says, they wrote, I want to smell Gwen Stefani's feet. So some dude with a foot fetish was down here one lonely night, and was probably blasting one off to apparently Gwen Stefani's feet. What a weird fucking thing to write on a wall. Alright, let's get going. I've been kind of sick for the last 12 hours since I've been up. And I was originally just going to come straight here from my mother-in-law's house. And I was dropping my wife off, but I actually made a pit stop back at the house. Got like, you know those naked juicers that you can buy? They're pretty good, I recommend them. Got one in like a mango flavour. Just chugged that and ate some like protein bars, and I felt a lot better than I did. Because I'll tell you, I felt like shit this morning. I felt like utter shit. I don't see anything over there actually. Yeah, I don't see anything over there. Let's just head back. I used to see a lot of fishermen litter as well. I went to the waterfowl sanctuary a couple of months ago. Probably, I don't know, probably February, I would say. There were these two people fishing there. There was, you know, a lady and a gentleman, and they were over one of the outflows. So they were stood on top of the outflow casting out. You know, and I get there, and I'm, you know, making my way along the shoreline, and I just, you know, I turn to them and say, hey, how's it going? They both turn at the same time and just give me this like stink eye. So they both gave me this like stink eye, and I was kind of confused by it. So I sort of looked at them and sort of smiled awkwardly, and I was like, oh, they're that kind of person, you know, pretty unfriendly. Which is quite, you know, uncommon with anglers and fishermen in general. Fishermen tend to be pretty outgoing and fairly friendly, and they just weren't. They just really weren't. But anyway, you know, I go around the lake. Didn't catch anything, didn't have a lot of success, but I end up coming home and I walk past this outflow where they were stood. I saw them when I came in that they were fishing with Senkos. I saw them like rigging up a Senko. And I go back, and top of this outflow, they're gone, both of them are gone. But on top of this outflow is like 4 packs of Yamamoto Senkos. Just empty, discarded packs. And I just was so fucking annoyed by it. And I bring that story up, because it's just, those are the types of people that I've encountered, who typically, just people who don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about the environment. They don't give a shit about the fish. It's all about, you know, fucking ripping lips. That's all that fucking matters, is just how many fish you catch. I'm sorry, I just don't have a lot of respect for them. And I don't know if in America that's a minority viewpoint. I don't know if the majority of you guys out there think the same, but that's just the way I feel. But that being said, I'm just an advocate for treating the wildlife and the environment that you find them in with as much respect as possible. So yeah, guys, I'm just making my way back along the creek. I went as far as I could, realistically, with my time restraints today. So that is probably me for the day, actually, because I just had a text from my wife and she's getting tired at her baby shower. So, and I'm actually kind of late. So I am going to call that a day. But yeah, guys, if you're wondering what bait I was using, so yeah, I was using these little rooster tails, these 1/8 ounce rooster tails. So this is the packaging they do come in. This is a, I don't know what colour this is. This is like pink. Nice golden leaf blade. But yeah, I thought I would show it you. They're about $3.50 from Dick's. I'm sure you can find them cheaper elsewhere, but if you're wondering what I was using, this is what I was using, so be sure to check it out. It's a pretty good bait. Worked for me. So came out to Holmes Run. Landed 3 species. Bluegill, red-breasted sunfish, and even a large-mouth bass that was just lurking in some of the rocks in very shallow water, which I was incredibly surprised by. Oh, so overall, a really successful day. I have to go right now. I'd love to fish for a couple more hours, but unfortunately, I have to go pick my wife up because it's her baby shower, which is finished. So I'm actually running pretty late. So all around, great day. So thank you for stopping by. Appreciate your viewership. And as always, have a great day, guys. Take care.